Hey. Good morning, party people. It's your boy, here with my full back workout. So, I like to pre exhaust my muscles. So, here I'm starting off with 4 to 5 sets. Today is just 4 sets, but 4 to 5 sets, 10 to 15 reps, neutral pull ups. Now, when I do my neutral pull ups, when I do all my pull ups, I like to keep my knees bent, which is going to engage my core. Okay, that makes the pull up a lot harder. Okay, I also like to try to get as full of an extension as possible. Typically, I mix up my pull ups. I'll do wide grip, I'll do palms facing. But today and for the next 4 weeks, I'm doing only neutral pull ups. As you can see, I like to give multiple angles. It actually makes it less boring when you get to move your camera and stuff around. But hey, I work out by myself, man. You got to make it happen. So, second exercise is going to be machine high rows. When people do these, they tend to either have the seat height all screwy or they're leaning back. And a few of these angles that I'm going to show you, you're gonna see that I'm leaning forward onto the chest pad. When your shoulders are in front of your hips, you kind of engage your lats a lot more. You feel a lot more of the weight. I try to get back and squeeze. See how my elbows are going way past my back? That is the focus. The focus is full range of motion and spending more time inside of the contraction. Look how far my elbows are going back. Okay? Because I'm thinking about driving my elbows back. I'm not thinking about pulling with my hands. I'm not thinking about pulling with my biceps. Okay? I'm thinking about shoving and squeezing my elbows all the way back as far as I can take them. Okay, that's going to isolate the lats. It's going to put less strain on my forearms and biceps. Of course, I might get tired a lot faster because I'm isolating a muscle, but that's what we're doing it for. All right, exercise numero 3. I have close rows. I kind of like to get all my rows out the way. Sometimes I mix them up and I'll throw some other things in between. But here, as you can see, I'm doing a close row. Same thought process. Keep my shoulders in front of my hips. As you can see here, I'm fatigued, but keeping control over the weight is the priority. Focus on squeezing the elbows as far back as possible. Controlling the weight on the eccentric, which is the negative, and you'll get everything that you're hoping for. You know what I mean? On this angle, you'll see that I'm thinking about getting my elbows as far as possible back. I'm starting to cheat a little bit. You see how my chest is coming off of the pad? That's me using momentum. I'm fatigued. Okay? So you'll see on this set, I actually calm down. I'm keeping my chest on the pad a lot better than I did the prior set because I took a little bit longer break. Okay, I use my pec deck. I use my pec deck for my rear delt flies. To me, I feel this all in my rear delts. Okay. I do a few different rear delt movements, but on back day, I just focus on reverse flies on my pec deck. If you really look, yeah, I'm a little bloated. I started my creatine. You can see the retention, the water retention inside under my skin. I can see it. But guess what this is? We are trying to get some muscle growth. We are trying to get a little bigger. So, yeah, it might be a little cloudy. And guess what? I haven't hit cardio in 2 weeks, right? This is why I do an ass load of cardio, because my body requires cardio. My body wants to hold on to as much water and as fat as possible. I've grown to understand that, especially with the some of the foods that I like. You know what I mean? But anyway, the majority of the time my nutrition is on point. But for those times that it's not, it's really not. You know what I mean? So here I'm thinking about squeezing my rear delts, trying to keep the tension on the rear delts. All right. Single arm rows. Nice and smooth, full range of motion. I'm thinking about getting that dumbbell to my hip, pulling my elbow as high as I can. Nice little pause there. Boom. Right? I'm only going to show you guys one side because it would took too damn long to record both sides. So here you go. And this is the arm that I need work on. For those who know me, I was paralyzed on my left side as a teenager playing football. So my left arm is a little smaller than my right arm. So I put a lot more emphasis on my left side. You see these rows here? I like to turn my palm a little bit on an angle so that I can feel the whole lat actually contract, and I pause. When I hold it the normal way, straight up, vertical, I don't feel it. So when I turn my palm up a little bit, I can feel that from the top of my lat all the way down to the lower back. If you want to, give it a shot. These are my favorite ways to do single arm rows. Hey, here we go. T-bar rows. All right. I'm standing a little high here. As you'll see, as the exercise gets a little bit more intense, I start to lower my body. Just not thinking about it. I'm fatigued. You'll see. So I like to switch between my T-bar row and my V-bar row. As you can see here, I'm a little bit lower. I'm not bouncing. See how I made it a little bit lower? Because when I'm low, I can feel all of my lats. If you notice here, I'm trying to pull with the V-bar, I'm trying to pull it closer to my crotch so I can hit my lower lats. And here with the T-bar, I'm thinking about keeping my elbows away from my body. Okay, so I can hit my upper back and upper lats. V-bar, see how I'm pulling it? Staying low, trying to get my elbows as far back as possible. I'm pulling from my pinkies. Here we go. T-bar rows. So as you can see, I like to go heavier each set. I'm trying to stay focused here. I don't like making faces in the camera, but it is what it is, man. You know, my arms right now are shot. I'm thinking about pulling with my elbows, but you guys know, those arms are working no matter what. All right. Flat back. Keep your composure. My range of motion has been getting smaller throughout this set. So I didn't go up again. I only went up 10 pounds. I didn't go up another 45. If I went up another 45 pounds, that weight isn't going to be conducive to what I'm trying to do. Here, I can still feel it. It's still a challenge, and I can keep the tension on the muscle. That's what I'm thinking about right there, was keeping the tension on the muscle. Okay, so we're going to finish this off with straight barbell curls. Okay, at this point, everyone who knows, who's done back, the biceps are pretty much fried. So I like to finish them off. Okay, Typically, I go up to about 135 pounds, 145 pounds on the curl, barbell curl. But I'm tired, man. So I'm probably going to go up to what, 10, 20, 30. That's 60. So 115 pounds. Okay? 115 pounds. Was that right here? Yeah, that's 115 pounds. It's not a big deal, as you can see. I'm still pumping them out. Tired. Trying to fight and keep control over the barbell. Okay. We're gonna finish this up. I believe this is, yeah, still, I kept it at 115 pounds just so I could actually keep control, and we're done.